Alright, well, I'm putting four-way flashers in the Pontiac, and this is the way I do it, just to give you a kind of a, anyone can do this to any car. Now, I'm going by typical GM cars, so you have a power, this will have a flasher unit in series going to the fuse block, and I joined all these together. I just stripped a lot of wire insulation off this wire and twisted around each screw, soldered them all, and then put liquid electrical tape on them. And then on the turn signal switch, you have a front right, front left, right rear, right left, and each one's independent, so you need a 4-pole, 4-throw switch. So this will be the power, and then when it's off it isolates all these so your turn signals and brake lights work. Now I don't remember exactly, tighten this up a little bit, exactly the colors, but I think on GM you have a light blue and a dark blue for the front. I only had this color blue, so these will, one will be the right and one will be the left, and I think the back is a purple and a pink, and so I'll just use the purple for the right and left rear. So all you do is hook these into where your turn signal switch wires come out that go to the rear lights, and with a flasher unit in series here to your power source, when you turn that switch on, it'll power all these with that blinker unit, turning the power on and off to all four of these wires and make all four of your indicators flash on the car, plus the lights on the instrument panel. So I'll get this wired up probably in the next couple hours. I took the tires up, they're being mounted right now, so I'll get this mounted in the dash and wired up. I got to cut that wire to put the flasher unit in, but the fuse panel's right there, so it's easy access. This is the turn signal switch, and those are the wires, and not good light, but I'm going to use an existing hole, either this one or this one. I'm not going to bore any new holes in the dash. There's one here, that's for brake warning light. I don't know what these holes are used for, and there's another hole over here, but I'm going to use this or this hole, whichever where the switch fits the best, probably this one, and then wire it to those, to the turn signal switch and to the fuse block with a flasher unit in series on the red, and then I will have four-way hazard flashers, and I'll do a video of it all installed too. I taped up the wiring just so it looks a little neater, the harness. So this again will be a flasher unit. I'll cut this wire and put a flasher unit in between before I power it up, but that way if anything touches it, if you're working on the dash and you accidentally hit the back here, you don't blow the fuse. Alright, well, I put four-way flashers in the car, and I did it without changing anything. There's the switch. I still got to zip tie up the flasher unit. So this is in here so it can be removed and nobody would know it was in the car. I did not disturb any of the original factory wiring or connections or anything, and I didn't drill a new hole in the dash or anything. So that's off, that's on. So you can see the indicators on the dashboard. Front lights. Rear lights. And all the signals and brake lights and everything still work. So everything is good for four-way flashers. Still have the left. You can see it up there. I don't know, you can probably see it back on the garage door. Still have the right. And again, you can see it back there. And we still have brake lights. So we got hazard flashers. So if there's any issues and we're on a major road or something, turn them on. I just, peace of mind, I've put them in all the old cars I've owned. It took me all of maybe grand total of an hour to do it, and I do it again such so I don't disturb any of the wiring on the car or what I do is I solder the wires that go into the terminals at the switch, and I jam them down in the switch, put a little zip tie out around it so they don't come out, and that way if a future owner wants to remove them, put the correct factory original or just not have it in the car, they can. But just a good peace of mind to have four-way flashers in these old cars. Okay, I zip tied up the flasher unit. That's four ways on, four ways off, turn signals work, everything's all good.